Joining me now, all the way from Germany. He can't speak German yet, but we're going to find out soon enough whether or not he's on the way to learning it. Sandro Reyes, fresh joining Greuther Fürth in Germany, a Bundesliga 2 team. First of all, Sandro, congrats. How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, no worries. It's our pleasure. Obviously, Sandro, big news. You're part of, you're the first homegrown Filipino to actually make it this far in terms of, their own professional career, being part of Bundesliga 2, Bundesliga 2 side right now. And just for clarification, a lot of people are wondering, first team, under 23s, what's your situation there? And of course, what's your pathway that you have in your mind right now?
Under 23 at the moment. In fourth division. Yeah, the first team is in second division, but obviously it's not a guarantee that I make it to the first team. It depends, those who perform really, really well then can obviously go into the first team. Like a lot of my teammates right now have been in trainings with the first team. Some have been called up to games, have been on the bench with the first team, and I think one or two have made their debut with the first team already. So yeah, it's definitely a possible pathway, but it's not easy, that's for sure.
Some people might think like, oh, did they see tape of Sandro and then they got him? But then you actually went through a trial period and actually earned your spot.
You can't just show tapes because they don't know the level that you're playing in. So tapes are just not gonna do it. They have to see you live. Trials are definitely harder than a normal training because there's obviously the pressure of having to be the best in those training days if they're gonna even consider you. If you're gonna be the same level as the players they have, why are they gonna take you? So you have to be you have to give them a reason to take you. And the first few days were not my best, but I played decent in the friendly, so I think that was the deciding factor.
How do you see yourself fitting in this type of competition, this type of environment?
As I said, I think I brought something different to the team. My teammates all told me that, like, oh, after the friendly, nobody really plays like you. We don't have your style here in the team, so it would be really great to have you. And I guess the coaches saw the same thing. So yeah.
Well, good job. And a lot of people obviously they made the connection. Greuther Fürth, club of Shrock back in the day, when he used to play in Bundesliga, and now you're there. Was there any connection between Shrock and actually making sure that Greuther Fürth take a look at you as well? Because some people might think that would be the case too.
Yeah, I was already gonna come to Germany. Hadn't decided which club to try out for, and then Shrock came to me with the idea, I can definitely get you a trial in Greuther Fürth. I know the people there. Obviously, it's not a guarantee. You still have to perform in the trials. So yeah, after assessing all the options, I thought, okay, let's go there first. And luckily, I could only go to one club because the transfer market actually closed on January 31. So I actually only had one chance. So I had to think really hard about where I wanted to go because I arrived January 20 or something like that, so I only had a few days to show them that I could be in the team. I didn't have 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Did he call you as soon as you made the announcement? As soon as you found out that you were gonna be part of Greuther Fürth?
He was the one who called me on the morning of the 30th. He called me. I was like, "Hey brother, sorry, it wasn't enough." And then after the silence, he was like, "Nah, I'm kidding. Then they're gonna take you." So, not the nicest move there, Shrock, but yeah.
So Shrock told you that you got in the club. Is that it?
Yeah, they're the ones. Because I think he asked them, "What's the situation with Sandro?" And then they told him even before they told my agent. So yeah.
Well, I don't know how you feel about Shrock right now after that episode, but of course, I can only imagine.
He was a massive help throughout the whole trials. He was motivating me, supporting me, giving me all the tips that I needed to, just telling me they all have 2 arms, 2 legs, same as me, and it's no different. Football is the same everywhere. have fun, no pressure. But obviously he was telling me, obviously he was like, okay, bro, we have to start thinking about plan Bs if this doesn't work out. And then when he was starting to think about these plan Bs, I was like, oh god, that means I'm guessing he's not very optimistic. But in the end, that's where he does.
In your own post, you say that, quote, and I quote, "This one is for those who were beside me through it all and for the young boys and girls in the Philippines to dream big, one big para sa bayan." You're like 19 and you're already dedicating everything you do to the youth today. I mean, that's putting pressure on yourself. How do you feel about that?
That part is just motivating a lot because I know that I get a lot of messages from the young kids and they're always supporting, and it's nice to see that whatever I do makes them motivated and happy, and that they're able to believe in themselves also. So that was a massive help. That whatever I achieve is a victory for them as well, because then they believe in themselves even more. So
I know this is just the start of your journey, and it's going to be a very long one for sure. Sandro, once again, congratulations kasi grabe talaga yung ginagawa mo. And to be that young and trying to make a difference, or at least play at a different level where not a lot of people thought that they could, at least here back home. Good luck. It's going to be tough, and we're all rooting for you. Cheers.
yeah, thank you very much, Paula.